Hi guys, Dwayne here. Hello vinyl community. This is a response and my entry for Grecianthunder's Bow Down contest thread. So, choosing the album for this thread wasn't really all that hard for me. There were definitely some contenders. There was new albums that came out this year. There were new albums that I picked up for myself that were new to me, but maybe older albums. I know one of the big contenders was Boris, Heavy Rocks. I thought about that one for a minute, but when it all came down to it, there's definitely one album that definitely is the one. Real quick, some news though. I just want to say, hello to everybody in the VC that's on the East Coast and who's trying to contend with the weather and the hurricane out there. I hope you're all safe. I hope everything's okay. I've heard from most of you so far, and it looks like you're all faring well, so I hope you continue to do so, and I hope that thing blows by soon. So on another note, I want to thank everybody that commented and whatnot on my last video, or the video before last, which was the Saving Aphrodite's Child LP. It was really cool to see the different comments and the different takes everybody had. Would they, could they, should they, what would they have done with that record, things like that. And I think I even had an actual dislike on that video, which I've never had before. So, but it's all good. I mean, everyone is has a valid opinion, and that's what that was for. So, just want to say thanks for the comments on that. Okay, on to my contest pick. Like I said, when it came down to it, it was a no-brainer. And when I looked at choosing the album, I looked at not just the music, which of course is the primary deciding factor, but I also looked at the whole album. Why do I bow down to this album? For multiple reasons. First and foremost, obviously the music. Second, the packaging. Everything that was put into the actual package of the album as a whole. The extent that the artist went through to make it such a bow down piece, I guess. So I did show this LP a few videos back. I don't remember how far now that I had picked up, and this album actually came out in 2008, but I just got it a few months ago, a couple months ago maybe, and it's an absolute monster of an album, and I'll explain in detail a little bit about it. And the album is Arian 01011001, and this album is just an absolute work of art. The whole album. Some stats on the album. It's a 3 LP set, so you got 3 discs in here. The thing, when it's all put together, I swear to God, must be 2.5 pounds. So you have this beautiful gatefold cover, and on the art here, on the front cover, it's like this machinery in this darkening sky, and the machinery's crumbling, and darkness is falling, and there's a reason for that. On the back, you'll see what looks like a city that's like in ruins and is burning, and there's a reason for that. On the inside cover here, okay, you have this planet with rings around it. Now this isn't Saturn per se, and then over here, and I'll go into detail about this. Arian is a band, so to speak. It's really more of a project, and I kind of call it the Arian Project. And what it is it's the dream child of Arjun Lucassen, this guy right here, okay? And all of these other players here, these are all guest musicians and vocalists, okay? And there's some big names on here. And what Arjun does, and what he's done since the beginning of the Aryan project, is he has gathered some of the best talent in metal to do these albums with. And it's a story of, it's actually a very tough story to say or to put into words, but basically each Aryan album is a story. It's an opera, okay? And each album is its own story, an opera, but it's also a chapter in the whole big opera, the whole big thing, okay? Excuse me. And basically each of the guest musicians, vocalists, and whatnot, each play a character, and the characters are called forevers, and the forevers are like a group of beings, alien race, I guess, from outer space, another planet. And this album is very spacey, very sci-fi rock opera. And basically the forevers, their planet has died due to technology and machinery taking control and whatnot, and they decide to discover Earth and basically, you know, transfer their DNA to Earth. And I'm not going to go into the details of it because I don't want to give it away. I want you to experience it for yourself if you happen to pick it up. And the title 01011001 is binary code. That's what this is relating to, for what's called Planet Y. And actually, I went online, and some fans have actually taken the binary code that this is, which is in one of the song tracks as well, and it's repeated in different variants at multiple times, and they took what was recorded vocally, typed that into a binary code decoder, and it actually spells out in English font, I think it said "Help Forever's SOS," something like that. So Arjun has taken, I mean, this whole thing, and actually, you know, there's like the hidden stuff in it. It's such a deep thing to follow. I'm still learning it myself, but it is just incredible. Now, about the album, once again, looking at the album as a whole, there is not a single track on 6 sides of discs that is not just insanely good. Every single track is so good. The performances from the guest vocalist is just insane. My particular favorite is Hansi Kirsch from Blind Guardian. Just does an incredible job on this album. You know, he's Arjun on previous albums has assembled performers, Bruce Dickinson from Iron Maiden, geez, let me think, Edward Reekers from Kayak, Fish from Marillion, Vies Van Leer from Focus. The list just goes on and on. I mean, he just insane talent, and for all of this talent to come together to do such a project should kind of give you an idea of the respect they have for this man's composition. It is just so good. So, as for the packaging, okay, very heavy gatefold, okay. It also comes packaged with this incredible, huge poster of the album cover. Very nice glossy poster. Each sleeve, okay, for each disc has artwork on it that coincides with the story. Okay, so as you're listening to the album, you know, that's one thing about vinyl that we all love is liner notes and being able to do that hands-on thing. Sit back and enjoy something that's big enough to read, as well as big enough to really enjoy the art. I'll show you all three of the inner sleeves here and see some of the art. Sorry about the glare if I'm getting a glare on there. Very cool, spacey stuff. And then the vinyl, I'm not going to show you all three discs because they're all pretty much the same, but is on this extremely cool multi-orange and clear kind of marbleized speckled vinyl. And the recording is just insane. I mean, these things play dead quiet. Such high quality in this packaging. You know, for those that are interested, if you're thinking about picking up this album, unfortunately, I will say this: it's definitely out of print. I wanted to hopefully give you guys a pointer on where you could go get it. I went online, I kind of looked everywhere, and I couldn't find it. Nobody had it in stock. I even looked on eBay. It's not on eBay at all. I searched the completed listings on eBay, and there's not even completed listings on this. On vinyl anyway. You can get the CD. And there's even a CD, a dual CD and DVD package that you can get, which I would love to see the DVD. The only thing I did find is Amazon.com had one copy left in stock on vinyl, and only one. So, but everything else I looked at, they were all out of stock. So hopefully this will come back at some point, or it's, you know, there's so many places out there that I'm sure they're out there. It's just going to be a little tougher to find. You know, for those that are interested, you know, it's a very difficult album to describe on how the sound is. But you know, I would say, I mean, there's definitely spacey synth keyboards with some power metal. There's minstrel bard type acoustic tracks. There's a merging of all of it. It's just so broad, and it carries you. You know, it is such an incredible piece of work. I definitely classify this as a masterpiece, and this is definitely a bow down album by all means. So I could just go on and on and on about praising this thing. Definitely as of September 2011, this is the holy grail of the year for me. So this is my choice. And for those that are interested, you know, Dwayne, well, what's it sound like? Well, I prepared a little example for you. So keep watching. It's right up next. And stay in the groove. Peace.